Okay, so this is the clock mechanism. It has been running for over 24 hours now. Let me go back, and this is something you would have seen in previous video. Let me stop it. Okay, so I have turned the power off and it stops. Power on. It hiccups and then away she goes. And it's been running like that for 24 hours now. Why didn't it want to play nice when it was in the instrument? I don't know. So I'm going to leave it running and figure that maybe it just needed to work. Sometimes, you know, that's how it goes. You know, it doesn't like being used and then stopped and used and then stopped. Now, obviously, when it is in the car, that will never occur because the battery will always be connected. But, you know, restoring the car, it's not always connected. So I'm going to leave this going for another 24 hours and then hope that when I put it back in the instrument and connect it to the battery, finally it continues to work. Oh, and by the way, how did I get it to work? I gave it a little flick with my finger. Simple as that. Just the way the ladies like it. Flick with a finger. It is all ready to go to the shop and have it rebuilt. That is all the old shims plus the bolts in here and nuts. They may not be of any use to them, but at least they'll have an idea as to what was in there. The same with the ring gear, the locking plates for the ring gear, obviously the pinion shaft. That I don't think will be used. The various gears, of course. The pinion shaft seal and gasket, there's a gasket in there as well. The bearings for the pinion shaft, small and large, and the two bearings in here for the crown wheel. Holds that in position. And then obviously the other gears that go on the crown wheel. Yes. And the pin that holds those together, and the flange. So all of this is ready. Today is Wednesday. I want to say it's the 9th or the 8th of May. I'm not sure which day it is, date. But tomorrow I will take this down to the shop, hand it over to them, and see if they can give me an estimate as to what the damage is likely to be. It's a fair bit of work, and I think probably the biggest cost will be buying a new pinion and ring gear. There it is. All right, let's get off to the shop. They have arrived. I have my spark plug wires. Lovely, brand new. I am going to make up a special wire holder here rather than pay $100 and something for one. And the one that they advertised has holes drilled in it. Well, you can't get these things through holes. So I'm going to make my own, and it's going to be usable so that you can actually take individual wires out if you want to. Can't think why you'd want to. Down here you will notice they are all numbered nicely. Yes. I may reroute that one. Isn't that silly? It's just... oh, it annoys me that I should have brought it out through there. Or should I bring it out through here? Where there's a gap that's just the same size. So that's what I'm going to do. I last night, just before I decided to pack up for the evening, let's get one lead in at least. So I got number 1 in. I thought, oh, that's great, and I've got that in now. And as we all know, you know, on the 6-cylinder engine, number 1 on the Jaguar is right at the back. So then I look up the firing order this morning just to refresh the memory. I think it's 153624, something like that, or 624. No, 624, yes. And okay, so I've done the one at that one. I need no cylinder number 5, and then I picked it up. Oh crap, it's too short. They've put the labels on the wrong ones. No, Gary, you're one being an idiot. You'd forgotten already. Start at the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to the front. Duh. And then I got the coil wire. Put that on. That's a little bit tight to get on, to say the least, but it's a damn good fit, I'll tell you that. And I may bring that over the top, so I'm going to change the position of that wire just because I don't like it. There you go. All right, and I also got the LED bulbs for the instruments. I've tested those, they all work. Now I just got to finish off the dash panel here, this one. It's getting there now. I must admit I'm getting pretty okay with it. I've got to smooth it down probably with 3000 grit and then polish it. I can still see where the little lines were, but that's it. I can only see them, and I'm quite okay with that. It makes it look real to me. So let's get on. Oh, and in case you're wondering about this cable, this is actually it's an AutoZone cable. I'm going to use this on my battery. I'm going to use it on the positive side. I know positive side, or even the positive side. I know it's black, but I will put some red tape on it to indicate that it is red. Because oh, hang on a second, the gauge of wire I've got there, I don't know, just not happy with it. In fact, what I may even do, what am I talking about? May even, I'm bloody well going to, I think. I'm going to chop this wire in half and use one piece to go from the starter solenoid to the battery, and then the other one I'm going to use to go from the body ground to the battery, because this is much thicker gauge than what I've got in, and as I'm putting an alternator in, I think I'd like a thicker wire. Yeah, pretty sure that's exactly what I'm going to do. The one to the starter, sorry, the starter solenoid needs to be longer than the one for the negative. Also, I have discovered that I need to put a little loop wire on my starter down there. I've got it, oh, excuse me, hang on a second. I don't know if you can see it. Well, I've just got the main cable on there, and I thought that's okay because I've got the solenoid up there where it is, but of course then it doesn't activate the solenoid that's on the starter. Duh. So I need to do a little loop wire from the main cable to the little small terminal, so I've got to make up that wire. And for those of you that get one of these high torque starters, high torque, low torque, anyway, one of them special ones, that's what you have to do. You have to put a little loop wire from the main terminal to the little terminal, and that means you can still leave that there as it is. Okay, that's it for the moment. Okay, just going to add this little teaser. As you can see, that is a Jaguar XK120, and there's some Italian thing there. I will be publishing 2 videos over the next few days. One is details on this rather unique XK120, and also I will be publishing a video on a rather unique E-type. That picture will follow in a second. These belong to a very good friend of mine, Larry, and they were created by an acquaintance friend of Larry's, a gentleman who I must admit I have not yet met, but I'm sure I will one day, and whose name is Dick. Dick and Larry, or Larry and Dick. Got to be careful with that, haven't you? So I will be publishing the videos over the next few days. They are interesting. Larry is an extremely interesting person. Dick, as I said, I haven't met him, but I would imagine if Larry likes him, he's got to be a pretty good guy. So hopefully you guys will keep tuned They will be separate videos, and they will just be entitled Larry XK120 and Larry E-Type. Yes, E-Type. And yes, this is the E-Type that will be featured, and again, it is a rather unique one. I don't think there's anything Larry has that is normal, but then again, neither is he. I mean, he and I are friends. That tells you he must be really crazy to choose me as a friend. Okay, that's the end of this video. Please do like, comment, subscribe, and tell your friends about these 2 new videos coming out, and subscribe to my channel. Bye for now.